On 2K Sports for NBA basketball with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Here we go. The Wizards trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Washington. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Kessler with the rebound. On offense, here are the Jazz. Outside, George. Picked by Markkanen. Sexton on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, Colin Sexton's assertiveness right there with the rise and fire, exactly what his team wants from him.
Here's Brogdon. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Sexton. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brogdon. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Back to George. Stolen by Smart. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Wizards making a switch here. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Sarr with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Koulibaly. Sexton grabs the board. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Here's Koulibaly. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Markkanen. Over Sarr. Oh!
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Brogdon. The tray. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, what we know about Malcolm Brogdon is he is Mr. Efficiency. It doesn't matter if it's from distance.
Outside, George. Back to Sexton. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Kept alive. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keith gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Sexton for 3, and Sarr pulls it down.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The shot will not fall. Collins with some nice D. Jazz leading by 4. George with the ball. Ogden picks him up. On the wing, Markkanen. Washington with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Sarr's got it. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon is not known for elite athleticism, but let him get around the cup, and he's thinking score.
Up top, Markkanen. Wants to get it to Collins and does. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Koulibaly. Back to Brogdon. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Smart. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so George will bring it up for Utah. Picked by Markkanen. Takes a 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor. Delivers with the range 3 there.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keith. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wizards trailed by 5. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Jazz leading by 3. Here's Collier. Pass to Hendricks. Terminenko with it. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Nice shot by Smart.
Well, I love that Marcus Smart sprinted into that shot opportunity. You've got to be prepared on the catch, and Marcus was ready.
Here's Collier. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. .152 left to play in the first. Fires from way outside. Rebound by Williams.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's George. He has yet to score. Here's Carrington. Pass to Smart. A 3-ball. Rebound by Williams. Here's Hendricks. Back to Williams. Here's Collier. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Smart. Here's Martin to the left side wing. Here's Baisley. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, the stroke on Baisley's shot keeps getting better. He's turning himself into a real threat.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Clarkson for three. Washington with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Baisley. Shot clock at 3. And then Washington with the dunk.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. It's tipped. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Wizards. They lead by 1. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
16.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. The Wizards with the lead. Coulibaly with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Now the Hall of Famer David Aldridge will join us. He has an update for us on Daniel Gafford. What's the news, David?
Hey, guys, got an update from the Wizards' head athletic trainer. And guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's Baisley, and no good that time. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And that's a foul called on Collins Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. Koulibaly with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Holmes. 6 to shoot. Now Koulibaly. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession.
Number 13.
Washington trailing. Into the lane. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Pass to Collier. Over in the corner, Williams. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Collier missing. Now Koulibaly. He's guarded by Williams. And now Utah fast break. Slammed home and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
From down in the low post, it goes. Brogdon's got 7 points in the game.
Well, it takes a certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still without a basket. And Sarr pulls it down. Koulibaly with it. Brogdon outside. Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Boy, when Malcolm Brogdon is aggressive, it changes everything for this team. What a pretty pass.
Here's Hendricks. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hendricks has got the game tied up here for Utah.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Brogdon looking it over. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Collier. Rebounded by the Wizards. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. They've packed their bags for a long one, as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so it's Utah here with the ball. After the basket by Washington. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Sexton on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by George. Sexton's got 7.
Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
And it's sent back by Kessler. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Smart.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
First free throw is good. ADB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Now, here's Brogdon. 9 points in the game so far. And the shot goes in. Brogdon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, plenty of ways for Malcolm Brogdon to do damage on the offensive end. Painted area, no problem.
Back to George. On the wing, Markkanen. They get it back. Another shot. And it's George missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And then Washington with the dunk.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Now, here's Sexton. 9 points in the game so far. The 19-foot shot. And Sexton slams it in.
I love to see point guards rebound the basketball. Sexton has the kind of vertical to allow him to keep possessions alive.
Here's Brogdon. 11 points in the game. Smart misses.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Kessler. A rebound by Washington. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Kleba. Brogdon outside. Outside for Smart. Misses the 3.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Now, here is George. Hasn't made one yet.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
So both teams making some changes here. And he makes the first. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Back to Dermonenko. Here's Collins. Sexton. They shoot again. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
For Utah, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. That one misses. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those two players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
Pass to Jones. Will it go? Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Wizards trail by 3. Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Song. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Sars got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Keontae George with the elevation. How about that vertical, folks?
Now, Washington. Pass to Song. No good from outside. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The lead is 2. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Koulibaly with it. And there's the drive. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. And it's off from 3-point range. Wizards trailed by 3. Now, Sar. The layup off target.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And it's denied.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sar using those long arms to knock that one away.
And Sexton slams it in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Brogdon outside. pass to Song. Back to Brogdon. Pocket 2. Over George. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Utah leading by 5. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
To the paint. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Malcolm Brogdon has been rock solid since he won the Rookie of the Year award. This guy's capable as a scorer, and what a pretty pass there.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. Good on the triple.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Here's Koulibaly. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
Here's Collins. Connects on the 17-footer. And it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to Smart. And here is Washington. He's guarded by Collins. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Three-pointer, Markkanen. And Utah, another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He wants to talk to his guys. The Jazz with some changes. So it's the Wizards now. They trail by 9 points. And slam dunk by Smart.
Boy, how aggressive is Marcus Smart? The ability to explode off and get the dunk home.
Here's Collier. Here's Filipowski. Williams with a clean look. Again, the Jazz score.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Pass to Juzang. Fires from deep. Wizards trailed by 9. Here's Carrington. Beasley with it. That one good for 2. Beasley's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Williams. Got it from 16 feet. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. They retain possession. Pass to Saw. Back to Smart. Here's Carrington. Another one falls for Washington.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Jazz leading by 5. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody. Yeah, the defender all over it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, they've done everything they can in this one to just dominate that backboard offensively and keeping control of the ball and then converting.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Here's Carrington. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by Clarkson. There's 1:59 left in the third. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Going inside. Holmes. Off target at the rim. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Collier. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Collier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
The Jazz on offense. Here's Collier. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Koulibaly. 6-point game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
.36 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Collier. And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
And it's Washington missing. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Hendricks. Over Martin. Another miss by Utah. To the inside. Back to Washington. Shoots over Filipowski. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Jazz lead by 6. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
The Jazz 60.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Juzang. Clarkson outside. Pass to Juzang. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Here's Terminenko. Basket counts. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Williams. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Easily with it. Williams picks him up. And now Williams running the floor. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Well, how about the steal off? Great anticipation by Clarkson. Then the kick ahead. Perfectly done.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The three from George. And again, Washington, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Sexton for three. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His 2nd 3 of the half right there.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's George. Softly drops in the floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. And Kessler throws it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but his defenders keep forgetting to box him out. He continues to just make them pay.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And finished off by Collins.
Well, tremendous scorers want to attack the offensive window because it's easy opportunities typically.
Here's George, and it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Baisley. Makes it off the glass.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now, here is George. Here's Sexton, and Utah again with the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Sexton. It's tipped. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to George. Jazz passing it around. Clock at 6. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
In the corner, it's Saar. Tries the spin move. And so Washington again turning it over. The Jazz making a switch here. Utah leading by 15. And here's George. Inside. Here's Collins. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Wizards. Pass to Baisley. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Collins. Outside Markkanen. Over George. Markkanen good. And the Jazz lead by 15.
I love this shot from Markkanen, right? The mid-range game is there as well. I know he can shoot it from deep, but sometimes you got to get to the in-between spots. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Outside George. Clarkson outside. Shoots over Holmes. Offensive rebound. Kessler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you love to see Kessler draw the contact right there. Get that defender into a compromised position.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Count that one.
How about putting it on the deck and going with a level of intention? Malcolm Brogdon on the drive.
Outside, George to the middle. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Several teams changing it up here. Down low. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Hendricks. Missed inside.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's 8 points for George.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Pass to Brogdon. Here's Carrington. Outside to Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Here's Washington. Utah with the rebound. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hendricks. George, that's a two-pointer. Good D by Brogdon. Wizards trailed by 16. Pass to Carrington. Inside. And Sarge throws it down.
How about Sarge? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
George with the bucket.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Utah.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Colin Sexton.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Markkanen can't get it to go. To the middle. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to George. On the wing, Markkanen. A rebound by Washington. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
That one is off.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Juzang. "12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Washington basketball.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily